Hello everyone, Sweet here, back from a long break, I should say. It has certainly been a long time, hasn't it? It's been about almost a year since I've released Part 7 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, but we are back once again to continue this story. So I believe we left off on Day 3 Investigation. October 19th, 3:27 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Yeah, so since it's been a long time, I'm probably gonna get most of the voices wrong that I've done last time, but I will try my best. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. All I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick! Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced two or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Alright. So. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. How would he go through the trouble of stealing it? So we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Sorry, everyone. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Is Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP. Powers. Right. Alright. Well, let's go to talk to William Powers.
Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yeah. Well, there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Alright. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez?
Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days.
Why is that?
Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and...
And what?
Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow.
Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella?
Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him, and everyone knows the name Sal Manella. He was pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she said jump, he asked how high and all that.
I can imagine being at her beck and call, but I can't imagine him jumping. Alright then. Yes, I believe Mr. Sal Manella is Vasquez's yes man, in a words. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started this business, but just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up at being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez claimed to Global.
5 years ago. Right. So, I believe it's time we get to move on to the studio. Oh, it's this one, yeah. Old bag. Feel Windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think our guard's down. Yeah? Maybe we can even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. You eat, you die! Whew, she's alive. Good to know. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her, so she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? Sal? He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. So yes, I was right. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
She's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
Alright, cool your jets. Let's go to the employee area. Let's see what things are going from there. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see him filming. Just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. Wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
Yeah! No. No touching.
Ah!
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me.
Dramatic indeed.
Anyway, I'm here to examine that plate on the table.
Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills?
Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
No, I don't want to move. I want to talk to him. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. A science guy gave me some testing solution. To react to these sleeping pills, see? There's traces that'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright.
So the food on this plate has been laced with sleeping pills.
Looks like it.
How goes your investigation?
To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle?
Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Cameron's print on that bottle.
So that means...
Yup, sounds like the one who could put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. Right. Well, let's investigate the dressing room now that we're here.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume too!
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumor?
Yeah. Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she'd said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer.
About 5 years ago.
They're using the new studio, Studio 2.
Some sort of accident happened during filming.
After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No. No!
Also, I heard that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
Oh. What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided.
Huh. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet. You understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
Question mark?
And this is?
A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can take face. Save face. I would think you understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay. But what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. That's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. It was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. We were afraid about what happened to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know?
That does make sense. Thanks. Try asking her. If she'll talk. Well, time to pay a visit to the old bag.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take it over for me?
The windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made the Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer!
She's starting to throw off at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
Hey, you know anything 5 years ago?
I want to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who'd you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols!
Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers? Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. The recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
You claim a hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Prove the hammer stole Powers' costume? I believe I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. Right, yeah, it was the steak plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yeah. So?
This is the plate he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
Huh. I bet Powers put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes.
Except I have proof that Mr. Hammers put the pills in. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints are found on the bottle.
I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Oldbag?
Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Miss Oldbag?
You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
I see.
But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
Miss Oldbag.
Hold on a minute.
Poor Miss Oldbag.
Here, take this.
A photograph. Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Ham was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it.
I understand. Miss Vasquez has a lot of explaining to do. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Yes, this is producer D. Vasquez. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? 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 Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. Don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me! I know it! I know it! Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves? Oh dear. Alright, I know what'll make her talk. You know anything about this? She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Well, let's follow. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? That's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think he was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Uh-oh. Who are they? Not good people, Phoenix. Not good people. Professionals. That's one way to put it. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No!
Hold it right there! Gumshoe! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me. Now!
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you! Detective Gumshoe the GOAT, man. I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe.
Sorry, it's just wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom?
D. Vasquez. And that leaves our episode there for today, ladies and gentlemen. We have a long story ahead of us, and a big turn of events. So, once again, peace, love, and power to you all.